Welcome to this explainer on ITL Vault loan plans. I'm your host, and today we're breaking down exactly how you can tap into deep liquidity without actually having to sell off your digital assets. If you're holding a stack of ITL coins, you have options. But look, navigating institutional-grade lending, repayment structures, and risk, that takes some serious financial literacy. So, let's open the vault.
Okay, let's dive right in. Here's our roadmap for today. 1. Inside the ITL Vault. 2. Understanding total loan costs. 3. Repayment and maturity. 4. Managing your risk. And 5. Choosing the right plan.
Section 1. Inside the ITL Vault. We're looking at borrowing USDT against your ITL collateral.
The core idea here is incredibly powerful. Lock up your ITL in the vault, and boom, you get immediate USDT liquidity. When you initiate a loan, you're looking at 3 fixed-term plans. There's the 30-day plan with a 1.5% fixed fee, a 60-day plan at 3%, and a 90-day plan sitting at 4.5%. Now, in the wild world of crypto, the real magic word here is fixed. You know how variable rate DeFi pools can just randomly spike on you? Yeah, not here. Your cost of capital is locked in the exact second you're approved, and it literally never changes. That's an absolute game changer for portfolio forecasting.
Moving on to Section 2. Understanding total loan costs. Let's look at the mathematics of your loan. Let's actually walk through the math with a standard 100 USDT loan scenario. No matter what your time horizon is, every single loan gets a universal 1% origination fee based on what you borrow, right? So for 100 USDT, that is exactly 1 USDT. Easy. If you go with the 30-day term, you add the 1.5 USDT term fee, capping your total repayment at 102.5 USDT. The 60-day model pushes your total liability to 104 USDT, and the 90-day setup maxes out at 105.5 USDT. The beauty of structuring debt this way is total transparency before you ever sign the smart contract. Zero hidden fees, zero surprises.
Section 3. Repayment and maturity. It's time to trace the life cycle of your vault loan. Opening a collateralized debt position is just half the battle. Executing a clean exit is where real wealth management kicks in. Let's trace the life cycle. Day 0, your loan is approved and funded. Can you pay it off early? Absolutely. In fact, paying early deleverages your position and gets your ITL collateral back into your hands faster, which cuts down your market exposure. But early repayment does not prorate your fixed fee. Pay off a 30-day loan on day 15, you still pay that full 1.5% charge. If you hold to the maturity date and haven't fully repaid, you enter a strict 10-day grace period. Do not treat this like a casual extension. It's your final critical buffer to settle up before automated liquidation. Which brings us to Section 4, managing your risk, and more importantly, protecting your ITL collateral. In decentralized finance, you are your own risk manager, and the single most critical metric you need to watch like a hawk is your LTV, or loan-to-value ratio. This ratio tells you exactly how much of your ITL collateral's market value is actively backing your borrowed funds. Because digital assets fluctuate, this number is super dynamic. If the market price of ITL drops, your LTV mathematically shoots up, pushing you dangerously close to liquidation. Your daily habit as a smart borrower: monitor this ratio. If the market dips, proactively step in. Either add more ITL to the vault or pay down some principal to get that ratio back to a safe, healthy place. And here is the harsh financial reality of ignoring your LTV, a 5% liquidation penalty. Yep, 5%. If your loan defaults after the grace period or a sudden market crash causes your LTV to breach that critical limit, your collateral is automatically liquidated, and that 5% fee is instantly taken right out of your assets. Now, if you manage your risk and pay on time, this penalty means literally nothing to you, but it's there as an unforgiving reminder that defaulting carries a very direct cost to your bottom line. Finally, Section 5, choosing the right plan. Let's align these terms with your strategy. All right, let's put on our wealth manager hats. Picking a plan is always a trade-off between cost and time. The 30-day plan gives you the lowest overall cost, perfect if you need short-term bridge liquidity and can pay it back quickly. On the flip side, the 90-day plan charges a slightly higher premium, but man, it buys you maximum flexibility and breathing room if the market gets choppy. Plus, the ITL Vault guarantees retroactive immunity. That means if protocol fees increase in the future, it will never affect your active loans. Your terms are locked. Just remember the golden rule of borrowing: never ever ignore your maturity date. As we wrap up this explainer, I want you to remember this. The most successful borrowers aren't the ones maxing out their leverage. No way. They're the ones maintaining strict oversight of their liabilities, tracking their dates, and defending their ITL collateral under pressure. So, looking at your own portfolio strategy right now, which time horizon actually aligns with your liquidity needs and your personal risk appetite? Is it 30, 60, or 90 days? The vault is officially open, but the financial strategy, that's entirely in your hands.